Hi, Seth. This is Jim Gillis with Win My Vote, and thanks for linking in. So, pardon the look here. I just got back from coaching a little kid's soccer game, uh, but wanted to show you real quickly what Win My Vote is and the idea behind Win My Vote. So, the idea behind Win My Vote is creating the level playing field. Means having a place where a voter can make a decision about who to vote for, right? So that has to have a couple things, right? It has to have all the races, all the candidates. I want to be able to go through candidates side by side, compare them, and then favorite them, right? Favorite the ones that I want. And if I have a site like that, then that's where I'll make my decision. Right now we make our decisions on a bus stop or driving in our car, listening to radio commercials or television commercials or whatever. And down ballot candidates and third party candidates for the up ballot races, the up offices, will simply never win because they'll never compete with the candidates that can say their name 50 times over the course of 3 weeks. And they can't say theirs hardly at all, in at the level of mass media, right? So, the idea of this is it's a real grassroots movement, and voters are free. They go up, they put their zip code in. The zip code places them in specific districts, and I'll show you what that looks like on my own ballot. And then, if there's any overlap or conflict with the district, there's resources, on the sign-up sheet where the voter can find his correct district. And with that, we can do his complete ballot. So I'll give you just a quick little look. So here's my zip code. And then I have to choose my district. So I know I'm in 12. If I didn't, I could go here and find out. And then, District 11 is a direct hit, 19 is a direct hit, and the school board is a direct hit, right? So I hit save, and then, here is my, these are my ballots, right? So I'm in San Francisco, California, and sorry about the delay. It's actually the screen capture stuff. The site's super fast. So here are all the candidates that are running for, office on my ballot, right? So I have U.S. Senate, and then House of Representatives 12, State Senate 11, State Assembly 19, Superior Court and the county level, down into the Board of Supervisors and City Council, and even all the way down to School Board. And I can click on these candidates, and I get to see, and hear them, what they have to say. And this is just a YouTube channel.
Conversation about how citizens or residents can get involved with their government and improve their communities. I believe.
Right, and let's say I hear this guy out, and I check out a couple of these other guys, and listen to what they have to say, But eventually, I like Ian, let's say, because I looked over here and I saw one of his endorsements, talk about him. And again, this is just me and a demo ballot.
Hi, and welcome to Win My Vote. Win My Vote is a free voter engagement.
And I can say, great, he's my guy, right? So I favorite Ian, and then I go back to my ballot, and he's now in the first position. His nameplate's turned green, and I can even see how he's doing. He's 17% of the people on this, ballot, which are in San Francisco, voting on this race. So I have a real good feedback loop there. And then with that, I'm done with the school board race, right? And Rachel Norton could be a millionaire, and Ian can be a retired school teacher, and Matt here, can be a longtime Democrat Party sweetheart, right? It won't matter. They each get 5 minutes. They're side by side. I compare them, and then I pick my favorite. And so we're really, we're letting the candidates reach out to their own constituents and their targeted constituents, saying, go sign up for Win My Vote. It's totally free. You get your full ballot from president to school board, and you'll be able to do all the stuff that you need. And you can add it to your calendar. You can, check and remember important dates here. You can find your polling place. You just type your zip code in there and find your polling place. It gives you a nice Google map. You can create groups if you want. And you can also, these are some of the resources here about voting, registering to vote, and vote by mail, vote absentee. We're actually partnering with one of a couple different companies where they'll actually have a little tool here where you'll just be able to pop up and go directly, fill out the form directly and have it go into the official election department of your county or your state. So, that's it. The other part about it is what are called trusted sources. And that's where groups and organizations and parties and individuals can create a group, and then they can make endorsements. So this is where, the Green Party, would create a page, and then they would go through and they would make endorsements of all of their candidates, or endorsements of candidates that may not be an official Green Party candidate, but someone that they would endorse in a given race. And as someone who maybe follows the Green Party, I select them as a trusted source, so that when I'm on my ballot, and I'll just give you an example of Hillary's profile here. It would say Green Party here, if the Green Party was endorsing this candidate, right? Obviously they're not, but I'm trying to think if I've put one up there for Jill Stein, but no. And again, this is just kind of a demo ballot that I show people. So this would be the Green Party would be right here, and they would click and they would say, after months of doing this, this, and this, our person, et cetera, and they would make their pitch. So this will give you an example. I can click on Cornell West.
You are endorsing Dr. Jill Stein. You were a surrogate for Bernie Sanders. You spoke all over the country for him.
And if I like what I hear, I click on Jill Stein. I click back here. She's now in the front, and her nameplate's turned green. I can see the percentage change. And this helps a lot when I'm looking at my cell phone or tablet, that has, just 3 across. My candidate will always be in first. I can print out my favorites. There's lots of things that I can do. But with this, I'm kind of done with the president's race. Jill Stein's campaign can see how they're doing. They can see how many favorites they have, and that will help them as well as far as, campaigning in different areas. But there's lots of different stuff that third party, and lesser known candidates can do to really leverage this site, and again, be right next to the millionaires, billionaires, that type of thing. So that's the whole idea of it. I would love to talk with you. Also, one other thing, we are doing the National Student Parent Mock Election, and it's the biggest mock election in the country. It's served 50 million students since 1980. We're expecting 5 million this year, maybe a lot more because of the nature of the way we're doing the mock election this year. It's that you can sign up and 30 seconds later you can cast your vote and be done with the whole thing. So it could be much, much bigger than that. And we would like the candidates to, possibly pick a issue statement here on their profile, right? So candidates build their own profile here, and these are all easily editable. You just click right here, it pops up, and you change the title. You can put text in there if you want. You can change from an image to a video, and this is just the YouTube URL for sharing on YouTube. So it's real simple to do a cut and paste and put your YouTube in there. And we're suggesting that they use one of these issue statements here as the youth vote or the student vote, or why it's important for kids to understand the system, that type of stuff that the kids can go click on and listen to. And the great example of that is the Canadian student mock election did a great job with getting a lot of the candidates to really talk directly to the kids. So we'll be the mock election partners with CNN and USA Today, so they'll both be carrying the results. And then there's other news stations that we can talk to and notify them and see if they can carry it. It happens between October 24th, I believe, is when it kind of like a soft start, and then it ends on November 3rd at 5 p.m. and then we'll probably have the results on the Monday thereafter. So the 6th probably post some of those results. Anyway, would love to talk with you about it, and hope that makes sense. And good luck. And again, I'll make myself free and show you some ways to leverage the site and and hopefully get it into as many people's hands as we can. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.